Hey guys, so welcome back. I know I haven't been posting much photos or videos about the Jetson 72-volt build. This is a beast build. I do have the controller to do controller 4072 volts. It's hooked up to a 72-volt 40 amp hour battery. It's a really big hefty battery. It's super big and it's hefty as hell. And I try to put it in the backpack and it just doesn't work because it's just way too damn heavy. That weighs like at least like two textbooks and something, breaking backs like school all over again. But I do have everything hooked up. This controller does have learning wires, so if your phase and hall connectors are out of sync and it's spinning the weird incorrect way, you connect these learning wires, and technically once you connect them, you have it powered on. The motor itself to the controller will figure out the correct orientation. So once it figures out the correct orientation, you unplug it, and therefore you just leave it at that. Same with the front, it does the same stuff. It's powered on right now. um, the only issue I have is just one wheel only spins, is because I looked back into the listing itself and there's supposed to be a loop key on one of these wires. I think it's this wire. Yeah, so single double switch. This is supposed to have a key to itself that loops into it. And the thing is that is what allows both of the wheels to spin. And I don't have that. I talked to the seller. He said that it's super easy. You just gotta get a wire that connects into the other connector, and therefore you enable it. So it seems pretty simple. I'll attempt to do it myself. If not, I'll just probably try to ask, or if anything, I'll just keep experimenting with it. But the 72 volt is almost done. I'm having a couple tweaks on it. The front fork itself has been swapped out to a front fork. It's a suspension front fork still. It's just this one allows to fit onto a actual hub motor, because most front fork videos I've seen that tries to do a dual motor, there's not a lot of options out there. This front fork has been off of the Tronic. This one has the dual crown suspension, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to order another dual crown suspension, so I just reused it for this. And this, all of this has been complicated to me because I'm still trying to understand it, but it does the job. It works. It sits a little bit more front forward, so I don't get a cruise like kind of sitting back, but it does the job. And the Tronic itself, a little bit of an update on the Tronic. I have the battery. I have the newly released Tronic controllers, the 250R dual enclosure ones. And I'm waiting on one more piece, is a Y connector that connects both of the terminals from the controllers into the battery. So I'm waiting on that. That should be coming in pretty soon. It's just, I kind of forgot about it. So this build is still on the works. It's already almost complete. Changing out a couple stuff on the handlebar. It's gonna have a new throttle, but this is still a incomplete build. It's almost done, just incomplete right now. The Roadrunner, I'm gonna get rid of really soon once I get this one up and running. Once I tweaked out the stuff on it, and I get this one tweaked out, a couple stuff on it. The Roadrunner itself is going, because this has been my daily and it's been my reliable one whenever like I'm waiting on parts and I can't get to these. I just take this out for group rides or a little bit of commuting. So that's pretty much it. If anything, once these two are done, I don't have any more projects. If anything, I might rebuild another Jetson Boat Pro, a little bit more simplified build, where it's just, you're not spending a crazy amount of money on it. And definitely a lot of people, they don't have like a big budget to really go full out like a heavy modified Jetson like this. So I'll probably make a more simplified version. or I might pick up a Jetson Atlas. I know I had a Jetson J5. I was working on that, and it literally took a crap on me, and I just gave up on it. So that's out of the picture. But the Jetson Atlas has been quite intriguing me, so I might build one on that. It's very simple. It's the same thing as the Jetson Bolt Pro, just less ports and connectors and all that. But anyways, you're gonna have to like swap out the controllers. But also, one thing, I picked up a new car, so I might be doing a little bit of car vlogging, or like just a little bit of stuff, because before I got into all this e-bike, I was into like modifying sports cars and all that. So I still have a little bit of like my parts that I'm still trying to get rid of. That's why I have all those tools too, because I was actually working on a vehicle before I got into all this. But working on this is a little bit more simple and easier than working on a car. So I have mechanic skills, and taking from what I learned from building cars and fixing cars, it's the same thing as applying it to like regular electrical bikes, just without a motor, a engine, or anything like that. Now it's just a battery, controller, and motors. That's it. But yeah, definitely, if you guys are kind of into like cars and all that, I know it's not a sports car, but you know, it's a car I've been wanting, and definitely it's a car SUV that takes these guys out to group rides and definitely save gas and all that shenanigans. But I know you guys are mostly here just for the Jetson build, and you know, good things are coming. This is just an update video. It's not really anything too big, but you know, once it gets good and going, I'll make another video, and we'll do test runs. We'll figure out what's the top speed this goes, and if anything else, more information for you guys to know about building yours. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.